Today we are going to read Treasure in the Trees, written by Christopher Chang and illustrated by Erica Meza. Treasure in the Trees. Table of contents.
Chapter 1: The Secret. Nisha stood under the shelter of her tree, deep in the backyard, and looked up. She had a secret in her tree, but nobody believed the truth, except maybe her dog, Scruggs. Nisha sat down beside the gnarled tree trunk. She had a decision to make. Should she go ahead with her plan to try to tell her parents the secret again and risk their scowls of disbelief, or just give up? To be honest, it really wasn't a hard decision to make. She had to try and show her parents one last time, and then maybe somehow they would save the tree and her secret. Nisha had tried hard to get proof, real scientific proof. She had taken photos and made written observations. She had tried to make them just like the scientific notes Dr. Robinson had shown her class in his science laboratory. Then again, Nisha's parents knew that she was really good at manipulating images on the computer. She had even once placed her grandparents' heads on the bodies of two giant tortoises. Nisha thought it was hilarious. But her parents had banned her from using the computer for a week, except for schoolwork. This time, she would have to convince her mom and dad that her proof was real. Not only would she have to present her scientific evidence, but she would also have to show them her secret. She remembered what Dr. Robinson had said to the class. Science can reveal the truth, but until people see with their own two eyes, they won't believe. The next problem was getting her parents' attention. Before they had opened the shop, Nisha's parents always had time for her. Now they were hardly ever at home. "We might have bitten off more than we can chew," Nisha sometimes heard her father say when he got home after a long day at the shop. Her mother always replied, "It will all be fine if we can survive until the end of the month." The months were going by, though, and things weren't getting better. Nisha's dad used to love cooking meals for them, but now they had frozen dinners instead. He was always too tired to cook. Nisha's mom never had any time to go shopping with her. Nisha didn't like shopping now anyway. Thankfully, she still had her trusty spaniel, Scruggs. And of course, her secret. But tonight, Nisha would be sharing her secret. And not just with her mom and dad. The property developer would be back later. When he first came to the door in September, Nisha's parents had thought he was the answer to all their problems. That was when Nisha's problems really started.
So I want us to look at what are some of her worries. What is she worrying about at the beginning of this book in chapter 1? So Nisha is our main character, and she has some things that are bugging her. And she had a secret in her tree, it says, and she was afraid that nobody was going to believe her. So I'm going to show you. It says Nisha stood under the shelter of her tree deep in the backyard and looked up. She had a secret in her tree, but nobody believed the truth, except maybe her dog, Scrug. So we don't know what the secret was. But that would be her first worry. So she's has a secret and she had a decision to make. And it says she has a decision to make right here. Should she go ahead with her plan and try and tell her parents the secret again, or just give up? So that's her first worry that she has right now. She has a hard decision to make. Um, so she's going to try and show her parents one last time, it says, and then maybe somehow they would save the tree and her secret. So we'll see what happens with that later on. But that's the first part um, of her worries. The next worry is them well, them believing her, right? We said that. And then she's gonna have to try and convince her mom and dad that her proof was real. Um, so she has to convince that it was real. Um, because one time she manipulated images on the computer and she put her grandparents' head on turtles. And we see that right here. Right, and she had even once placed her grandparents' head on the bodies of 2 turtles. And so how would her parents know that she didn't just manipulate this photo or this evidence that she has? Um, so how would her parents know that? So that's another worry that she has, that her parents just aren't gonna believe her because she's, done things before with the computer. And the next problem, and it even says the next problem was getting her parents' attention. So this is also a problem that she has. Um, because her parents are very flustered with their shop. Um, and it even says sometimes it was heard her father say when he got home after a long day at the shop, that everything will be fine. But the months and months got longer and nothing was getting better. Um, and that daddy used to love cooking meals, but now they had frozen dinners instead. So things are tough at home, it sounds like. Her mom never has time to go shopping with her anymore. They're putting all of their energy into this shop and things are not getting better. Um, so she has a few worries here. A secret that she has about the tree, trying to get her parents' attention, and trying to have her parents actually believe her. So those are a few of the um, worries that she has. All right. Thank you. And see you next time.